Let's make a sushi bake. That's what we're gonna make. Sushi bake.
Sushi bake.
Sushi bake. Sushi
Bake,
sushi
bake.
Sushi bake. If you didn't understand that, I am making a sushi bake. And my sushi bake is gonna come with some imitation crab, smoked salmon, sushi rice, Japanese inspired mayo,
Because it was cheaper.
seaweed and furikake, rice vinegar, and honestly there's other seasonings, but I'm cooking 2 meals so we don't have time. I'm preparing 2 heaping cups of sushi rice, and the directions say to put the rice in a strainer and then rinse for about a minute. Once that's done, I bring out the rice cooker and I just throw that all in and use the same cup to pour enough water, which in this case is about 3 cups. Also, we're using vegan cream cheese, and the only reason I'm dancing is because I'm so happy that there's vegan cream cheese. Anyways, let's preheat this oven for 400, and as you can see, that rice is going, and I'm obviously going to need an apron for this portion of the recipe. And now I'm going to work on opening and draining the smoked salmon. I've got 3 cans, but you can always use some leftover salmon that you cooked or pre-cooked salmon. It's all up to you. I've also seen this recipe with tuna, actual crab. There's just tons of ways to do it. I will be using imitation crab, and just keep in mind that when you are making the filling, a good rule of thumb is to have half the baking dish filled with rice and half the baking dish filled with this filling. Now this is the hardest part because I'm pretty much winging it and using 1/3 of a cup of this mayo to start off with. Then I'm using half the vegan cream cheese. And honestly, it doesn't look like enough, but I just don't want to add too much of anything. I'm then adding a splash of soy sauce, about a tablespoon of honey, though you can use sugar, which is actually what the recipe I'm copying used. I just want to be different. And then a splash of Worcestershire sauce, which we then incorporate together. And I immediately begin to realize that I'm going to need more mayo, which sucks because I didn't account for the dirty hands. But that's okay because I'm only using this mayo for this recipe, so anything left over, I'll just make another sushi bake. I'm also throwing in the remaining cream cheese, quote unquote. And honestly, this cream cheese is very clumpy, even when it's sitting at room temp. But I guess it is fake cream cheese, so whatever, it's gonna work, it's gonna be creamy, and that's all I'm looking for. Time to add the sriracha. Add as much or as little as you want, or if you hate spice, keep it out altogether. I'm then adding more honey, just a blob, and then I'm going to incorporate all of it together. Here is the finished product. So now I'm going to grab a baking dish, and the sushi rice is done, so I'm going to start throwing that in the baking dish. Now to the rice, I'm going to add salt. I'm going to use the rice scoop to pour in the rice vinegar. And now I'm just going to incorporate all of that together. And honestly, I might have put a little too much rice vinegar, but that's okay. This is what you want your rice to look like once you've patted it all down. And now it's time for the filling. Make everything flat. And now I'm going to put some mayo and then some sriracha right on top. Now you want to throw this in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes or until the top is crispy. And while that's happening, I'm making my rice and stew, which you can see in one of my shorts. Check it out! And here it is in all its glory. It looks and smells really good. Now it should be done, but I did keep on the oven just in case. And I'm moving things out of the way so that I can show the sushi bake. Look at how delicious that looks. Look at it. I'm bringing out the seaweed, and I'm gonna make myself a plate. Now this dish is not the prettiest by any means, but I already know it's about to be good. And I'm throwing in the furikake, aka rice seasoning, and now I'm going to take a big and beautiful bite. And just as I suspected, it is absolutely delicious. And I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I did.